Hi, Ian Parmenter here from ABC's Consuming Passions, and it's absolute bliss to be on 15 fabulous minutes.
Things are cooking up today. Why is that?
Oh, that's because we are at the Good Food Show.
Dearers.
Do you like Teflon pans? Aren't they great? You can have your pan and eat it too. You don't need black pepper with Teflon pans. Remember this, folks. Why? Because you get all the crunchy black flakes off the bottom of the pan. Now, this with Teflon, and I did that, the next thing would be to go like that and actually scrape the Teflon off the bottom of the pan. It's not possible in my pans, okay? We designed them on my own body shape as well. We gave them an extra thick bottom, if you want to have a closer look. Okay.
We're on a date with Jamie Oliver. Are you kidding me?
We're dating him tonight. I'm chaperoning him the date tonight.
What, from this magazine?
From this magazine.
Miss Magazine or this magazine?
This magazine.
So that's a whole nother magazine.
See, win a date with the naked chef, go backstage and meet Jamie Oliver.
Oh. Now, I've been trying to do that.
There's 3 mad women that have flown in from all around Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, for people who are interested in cooking, this is a good little mag.
Yeah, Australian Good Taste. Australia's most read food magazine. Actually, over 600,000 readers every month.
What's the second most read?
Second most read would be probably Superfood News.
Okay, because this is Australian, unlike the others, which are all European and foreign.
No, not at all. There's Australian Gourmet Traveller up in the corner.
Yeah.
That's your kind of more high prestige, kind of aspirational $6.95 kind of magazine.
So what would you learn out of this magazine here, apart from a date?
Our kind of catchphrase is simple recipes that really work.
We've bumped into one of the visitors here today. What's your name?
Anne.
Hello, Anne. Now, tell me, how are you enjoying the show?
Very nice, very nice.
And where have you been around to?
Around all the stores, trying wine and all the food.
What's been your favourite stall so far?
Maybe the wine.
The wine? Are you a big wine fan?
Oh, I like wine.
White or red?
White.
Are you a good cook? Are you the cook in your family?
Yes.
Yes? So hubby doesn't help out?
No.
No, see. There you go. I'm not the cook in my family.
You've heard of going to a restaurant and ordering food? Well, now you can order Oxygen, and it comes with tantalising flavours and smells. What is this all about?
It's all about oxygen therapy and aromatherapy in one. This is the first bar in Australia to have selectable aromas. They're all aromatherapeutic aromas, and also some ones for fun. You can get chocolate, so you can have the flavour of chocolate with no calories.
Doesn't fill you up? Exactly. You know, some people get fat on the smell of chocolate, but
the chocolate hit and no calories.
So why would anyone want to come here and do this?
Because it's very therapeutic.
So instead of going to a bar, getting drunk and going home, which can be therapeutic, mind you,
That's right.
they're coming here, sticking a tube up their nostril and having a nice smell.
Having a nice smell and re-energising their bodies by having an oxygen-enriched breathing session.
It's fresh oxygen, 100%?
It's between 90 and 98%. It's pretty hard to get 100%.
Okay, and you're putting it in these bottles of water, these containers here, and it's just...
Infusing, the oxygen's being infused with the aroma through the infusers.
Can you order a bad smell?
Oh, we don't have any bad smells.
I mean, obviously in the future it's going to go that way. They're a bit bored of the pretty little strawberry and the pretty little peach.
There she is, like a bad smell.
We'll come over here and what is the scent? Tangerine Dream here. How's this one?
It's good. Just very
Smells
soft.
like tangerine?
Citrus, really citrusy.
Does it make your nose run?
No.
Tickle it?
Nah, not at all, not at all, no.
Well, let's put menthol in it or something and get really high and just go crazy.
There's a eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus. Oh, can you imagine that if you've got a cold?
Bonjour, je m'appelle Gabriel Gate. I'm Gabriel Gate.
There you go. Guess the French gets me every time. Oh, tell us.
Where does it get you?
Oh, wow. You don't want to know.
Okay.
Trust me. Tell me, how long have you been a chef for?
Well, I have actually been a chef for 30 years.
Wow.
This year I started in 1971. Do I look that old? Not quite.
Nah.
No, well, it just
Nowhere
goes
near.
very quickly. So yes, 30 years ago I started my apprenticeship, a young chef in France, in the Loire Valley, and I was really lucky to work with some great chefs. and I think that really made a big difference.
When did you actually come out to Australia?
I came to Australia in 1977. I arrived in Melbourne on Grand Final Day, 1977.
You remember it vividly.
So that was a bloody good introduction to the Aussie life.
Excellent. Look, are there any special dishes that you love to prepare?
Well, it is a question of mood. Whatever you do, sometimes in winter you feel like a soup, in summer you want a salad, sometimes you want seafood, but I think what is important is to learn to cook dishes all the time. When I say all the time, maybe once a month. Otherwise you get bored and you are not stimulated enough. So for everybody, learn to cook new dishes occasionally, learn new seasoning, become familiar with herbs and spices, invite your best friend in the kitchen before you go in the bedroom, because after that there is no herbs in the kitchen. Yeah, it's gone.
You won't be spending much time in the kitchen.
No, so start with the kitchen, have a glass of wine between the kitchen and the other thing, and have fun. It is a skill that everybody can learn. See, the spinach is, I would say it's now almost ready. By the time because we won't use it before a few minutes, before 10 minutes, this is just perfect. So we lose so much volume with spinach, but it is a marvelous and very easy vegetable to use.
Look, I'm taking tips from the professionals because I can't cook if my life depended on it.
Oh, well, I'll give you some private lessons.
Oh,
absolutely.
Oh, I get private lessons. How exciting. Fabulous. Thank you so much.
Thanks
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks a lot.
Here I am with Lilian Frank, and you are dressed to the night today.
I was cold outside, but I'm boiling inside.
So I hope you didn't kill that animal, cook it and saute it and serve it.
It's not real, it's all fake.
Oh, that's good. Now, what brings you here today?
Well, interest in food and the things that go into new restaurants. My husband's opening a new restaurant, so he was looking at those things.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
And what sort of restaurant's that going to be?
He's always had restaurants. He had the Windows on the Bay and Lazar's and Petty Session.
So it's going to be in the same style as well?
Yeah, international food. And
now, you're a bit of a winery kind of person and a diner as well.
oh, yes, I love my food. I don't drink.
You don't drink? Oh, well, there you go. That's good on for you. What's your favourite food?
My favourite food.
Apart from your husband's food at the restaurant.
I love Gilbert Lau's food.
I
love the flour drum. I love Chinese food, but his I like more than anybody else.
Oh, there you go. You're not into the takeaway stuff?
No. No.
Why not?
Because I can cook better than that. Why
you can cook.
Why should I take away when I can cook easier, quicker, and better?
There you go. I think I'm going to have to get you cooking us a meal sometime.
Why not? I'd love to do that.
Well,
We're down here at the Good Food Show. We're scanning the audience just to see what everybody's up to today and this afternoon. We've bumped into this gentleman here. Can I steal you for a chat?
Sure.
How are you going this afternoon?
Thanks, good.
Excellent. You enjoying the show so far?
Very good, thanks. That's great. Very.
And what brought you down here?
Try some wine, see some cooking demonstrations, and basically have a good time.
Are you a very good cook?
I'm a reasonable cook.
Yeah, well, you're beating me. Very good cook. He is a good cook? Oh, there you go. Everyone's vouching for you.
Well, sometimes I'm a good cook when I feel like cooking.
Curries.
No, he's a very good cook for everything.
For everything.
Modest.
Oh, there you go. You've got no worries. Are you ladies enjoying it?
Yes, it's very good. Thanks. Very good.
Good stuff, good stuff. Are you going to be checking out all of the demonstrations a little later on?
Yeah, been to some, yes.
Have you checked out Jamie Oliver?
No, I've seen him signing books, but that's as close as I've got.
He's a bit of a spunk, you know. Yeah, go and check him out. Well, look, enjoy the rest of your show, okay?
Well, it certainly is jam-packed here, and there's lots to see, lots to eat, lots to drink, and it looks like you guys have been drinking.
Not just yet.
Not just yet. You've got your 2 cups, you're armed and ready.
Just getting ready, yes.
So have you just arrived now?
No, we've been here to see 2 cooking sessions already.
Okay, who are they?
We've seen the lovely Gabriel Gate and Jacques Raymond before him.
Jacques Raymond?
The most superb quail dish.
Wow.
So, try and get the recipe.
So you're a bit of a connoisseur in the kitchen then?
I am, but I'm better at eating than I am at cooking.
And do you find it, why do you come here to watch it for? Do you learn anything?
It's not, oh yes, it's not just to watch, it's to taste what's available for tasting and
what have you tasted so far?
Oh, I like the new Nausea pan chocolati.
Oh, chocolate, everybody's favourite. You were going to grab that chocolate Claire, weren't you?
Oh, don't do that. One. It's one for SSD.
Shove it in. Where do you get your recipes from?
Most of them come from, really traditional recipes. So I might either get them from a restaurant, from a chef, from a friend who cooks.
And you have to constantly update and move with the times.
Yeah, and I think what we're doing is we're learning to make our food healthier. And certainly there's been the emphasis on that in Consuming Passions. And that's what people like.
And you're learning yourself as you go, I guess,
I'm
in a way.
learning all the time. It's
one of those jobs that you do, isn't it, really? It's like, okay, people say, are you qualified, by the way?
No.
No.
No,
so
I'm a
there you
qualified
go.
journalist.
There you go.
And TV producer director.
How did you get into cooking?
I was thrown in front of a camera and I've never looked back.
But you do so well.
I don't know about that, but I'll certainly have a good time with it.
I'm sure you've got a big footfollowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you love it? Do you find the passion now?
I'm still as passionate about food.
Journalism.
I don't think I'd go back to being a journalist, but I still miss being a TV producer because that was what really gave me a huge
you can produce my show any day.
Because it's good fun.
So when are you inviting me over for cooking?
I think I should invite you over for dinner probably next week after next.
Okay, I'll write that in my calendar.
Margaret River, because that's where I live.
Fantastic. What a set, what a location. Well, you're going out there now? Are you going to do a bit of cooking?
Out there after Jamie Oliver, can you believe?
Oh, big spot to fill after that one.
And then he's doing another set, and then I'm coming back in and doing another set. So.
Never ending.
No, I don't know who's going to be here at 7:30. We shall see.
And you're cooking different things each time?
No, same thing each time. Yeah.
Okay, so that way by the third time you'll get it right.
I'll get it right by tomorrow.
I'm going to try and do a few things. I have with me Rod Barbie, who is a fabulous chef from Melbourne.
Hiya.
Okay. From Because Restaurant. Now, what Rod does is the kind of simplicity that I believe in. And because I don't get out much on my own, I'm not allowed out much on my own. That's why I do the television program in the privacy of a studio where they can keep an eye on me. Because I wasn't safe doing this on my own, I did ask Rod if he'd come and help me. And he also knows a lot about food and wine, and I'm going to ask him some questions as we go. But I first of all would like to explain to you that sometimes I don't know who I am. People say, oh, you're a celebrity. I don't believe such a thing as a celebrity chef. I'm basically a cook who loves to cook and who's loved to cook for Consuming Passions for 10 years. I had a wonderful time.
Keep watching because there's
more after the break.
Hi, I'm Rick Stein. You're watching 15 Fabulous Minutes.
Chefs from everywhere, and of course you've imported yourself from England.
I have indeed.
Now, how do you find the food in Australia in comparison?
Oh, well, it's brilliant. The raw materials are really good. I mean, just the fish I'm going to be working on in a minute. It's just so wonderfully fresh. John Dory, same fish as we have over in England, but it's lovely big fish, really shiny, lustrous looking.
Now, you're very, very passionate about seafood more so. I noticed on your show, which is on Lifestyle here. Now, you cook in a restaurant as well, as do a television show.
Yeah.
How do you get time for yourself?
I don't.
You don't? No. You must love doing this, that's why.
I do, really. I mean, it's just, my work's my life, really. I mean, I do get time off, of course, but...
a week here and there?
Yeah.
And you probably go fishing or something like that, right?
I do. It's shocking, isn't it?
Shocking.
I'll have to sort of feel a bit guilty about admitting it, but yeah.
Now, your show's really huge over there, and of course here as well, you've got a huge following. Is that quite overwhelming to know that people are tuning in from all around the world watching you?
Well, it is. I was in where was it the other day, and somebody came up and said, you're big in Madagascar.
Oh my God, of all places. Madagascar.
I was trying to work out what language I'd be dubbed into, but anyway, I was quite impressed with that.
Your shows, how many countries are you showing your...
Well, I mean, they're on sort of terrestrial TV, really only Australia, New Zealand and America and Great Britain. But of course now, because of cable satellite TV, I'm everywhere, and I just, I keep...
You don't need to work, really, do you?
Well,
just reap the benefits of it all.
Yeah.
Now, have you found, chefs today, are they as temperamental as they used to be? Are they still, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
No, I think one of the sort of spin-offs of chefs are being on telly is that they generally learn to behave a bit better.
I mean, you show that. You don't actually cut out the bits where you express your anger and your disappointment, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I think that's what sets you different to all the other shows that are out there. I mean, you're real. I mean, I've been a chef for many years, and I've worked with gentlemen like you who I just think, oh, if he throws another pan, I'm leaving this job, you know. How do your staff deal with you?
Well, I mean, I've got better over the years, but really I think the staff, chefs are only, it's just the number of times when you're sort of throwing a bit of a tantrum and you suddenly realise that the chef's trying to stop laughing,
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for your time. You're out there going to be cooking now, and we'll see some, obviously, some fish dishes.
You certainly will.
Enjoy.
Now we've stumbled across the wonderful wine stand. Now, one of my favourite wines. You've got to get into it. You have to get into it. Now we've bumped into an Adelaide gentleman by the name of Martin. How are you going today, Martin?
Well, thanks. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you enjoying the festival so far?
Fantastic. I was really amazed by the amount of people that have been here all day. They've come in so early and have stayed on, so it's really good.
Cool. Now, tell me a little bit about the stand that you're a part of here.
We represent, I run this Adelaide version of it, and we represent Tisdall Wines. And Tisdall Wines, are from Echuca, northern Victoria, on the Murray there. And we have a really fantastic range of wines from Chenin Blanc, Chardonnay, Cabernet blends, Shiraz, a couple of reserve wines, a Shiraz and a Cabernet, which are really nice and luscious wines, really good food wines. So.
Excellent. Well, look, how does wine and food go hand in hand? Do you think it's an important part of a meal?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're just together, and blending the two is probably one of the most interesting things you can do. I mean, a lot of people come up today and ask, what should I have the Cabernet Merlot with? And a lot of people think that you have to have big, juicy steaks or something with any red, but Cabernet Merlot, can have with a heavy, like a duck or even chicken. Really, it's some of the white meat, veal or something like that.
So I know personally that I get very, very confused with what meal you're supposed to have with what wine, white wine, red wine, all of that kind of thing. How does it work?
Well, I guess it's to do with how big the wine is itself and how big the style of food is. So if you have a dirty, great big porterhouse steak that's 18 inches thick, then you probably want a dirty, great big Cabernet to go with it. So it matches. A lot of people say, you can mix anything with anything, white with steaks. That's okay, but I really think that you really need the balance. Yeah.
Mr. Richard Frank here, one very well-known celebrity in the food industry. You've been doing it for how many years now?
Too long to tell you. It's too public here.
Too public. Twice my age. Oh, thanks. I'm feeling young now.
Oh, you are.
I am. I look young. It's not
you
true.
Look young. Yeah, well, I look younger.
Yes, I know. There you go. Now, how hard is it to run a restaurant in Melbourne?
How hard is it? It's not a way. It's not a means to an end. It's a way of life.
Yes.
If you like it, it's fantastic.
So it's a labour of love more than anything.
It's certainly not a way of making a quick buck, but it's an experience.
Because Melbourne's very dominated in restaurants. I mean, obviously, probably some of the best restaurants in Australia, give and take. There's a few in Sydney, because I think Melbourne's much better.
Melbourne is much steadier, much more dependable.
How do you corner the market?
You don't corner it, you earn it.
You earn it?
Yes.
Ah, so you've got to get the right chef in.
Yeah, we've got to have, well, you see, often I get asked, what makes a good restaurant? It's not any one thing. It's a multitude of sins, if you like. If a chef is good, that's fine. But if the waiter stuffs up when he brings it to your table, then no matter how good a chef is, it's gone. So it's the chef, it's the service, it's the ambience, it's the comfort. If a chair is uncomfortable, you don't feel happy.
And all this you put into your thoughts?
It has to all go in, and then you hope to God that when the guy comes in through the door, he hasn't had a fight with his girlfriend on the way, because then that mucks it all up.
Now, do you agree with smoking in restaurants or the non-smoking?
I agree with non-smoking. I have been the supporter of non-smoking for the last 15 years.
And you've never let anyone smoke in a restaurant?
I had separate areas, but I am exceptionally happy that it's now going to be forbidden, as you like.
Being an Italian girl, I'm very excited to be in one of the coffee stands, one of the many coffee stands here at the Food Expo this year. Now, I've got the fabulous Max and Anthony on either side of me, lovely gentleman here, and we're at the Napolitana and Junior. Now, exactly how did your company come together? Give me some background info.
Well, the company is about since 1864. It's called Cafe Fantini, and me and Anthony just decided that it was good quality coffee, and we decided to import it to Australia.
Excellent. It's as easy as that. And how long have you been doing it for?
We've been doing Cafe Fantini for about a year and a half. That's all. It's very new on the market, and we hope to do a success. We're doing Sanremo coffee machines as well, incorporating. And we hope to deliver our mark into Melbourne and Australia.
I'm so excited. It's a coffee machine. Oh, where am I from? Hey, I don't get asked this very often. Sicily.
Sicily?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Hey, my dad will come after you with some concrete bits. It's under control. Have a coffee?
Yeah, they'll show the creamer,
which
mate.
is like nice espresso, macchiato.
A latte?
Look at that.
Thank you so much.
Guys, would you like some coffee as well?
I have to go to coffee. Steve, coffee for Steve.
Well, here I am at the Cadbury stand, and I'm here with Melanie, of course, the favourite place, everybody's favourite, chocolate.
Chocolate. It's easy to sell chocolate.
What is it about chocolate that people come back more for and they just want more and more and more?
There are all kinds of theories as to what that is. Some relate to what it does to your taste buds. Some relate to the texture thing. It's fat, I reckon.
It's fat.
It's the fat
It's
thing.
the fat that we're taking fat?
Melting fat in your mouth actually releases endorphins in the brain that give you a feeling of contentment and satisfaction, and that with the kind of combination of cocoa and nuts and whatever else is what does it for chocolate. That's one
Is that what it does for you, or?
No, that's the medical theory. That's not mine.
Okay, so what does chocolate do for you? Make you fat, basically.
Yeah, well, exactly. Make me fatter. So I'm not doing
No,
any
we're
chocolate.
not doing it, no.
We're doing your marshmallow, jelly bean.
Because she'd be here all day, and with all this melted chocolate, I see you've got a little white and dark chocolate in there.
Yep, we're keeping that at an even temperature so that we can use.
What's your favourite?
Spray.
White or dark?
Mine? Dark. I prefer dark chocolate. It's not as sweet. It's got a higher cocoa mass and a lower sugar proportion.
So what is the difference between, say, dark chocolate as you've got here, as the recipe sees the white chocolate, apart from obviously you just said the cocoa?
Thing on this, won't you? Because I'm going to tell you that I haven't got a clue. No.
Okay.
It's all in the processing. That's actually.
Is that more fatty? Is the whiter chocolate more fatty than the darker chocolate?
No, you can have white or dark chocolate with it. What constitutes the fat is what they call cocoa butter, and that depends entirely on the mixture. You can have a white chocolate with a high mass and a dark chocolate with a low mass, or vice versa.
So the lower the mass of the cocoa butter, the better the flavour, the better the quality of chocolate?
No, the better the quality, the higher it is.
Oh, okay.
And that gives that
fatter.
really long, smooth, yummy kind of sensation on your taste buds.
Well, you're making me want to have chocolate, and I'll tell you, behind here, there's 101 chocolate bars sitting behind here, and I'm just going to go down there and eat them.
You can have a
I'm going to eat them.
How are you enjoying the show today?
It's actually good, very good.
You okay?
Lots
You haven't had too much to
Lots of
drink?
snacks.
Oh, look at this. I'm struggling to get a conversation.
A friend came this morning and said there was no snacks, but I have to say the snacks are great.
What are you drinking?
It's actually a little glass of Tokay. It's a little like a Sauvignon Blanc, but it's more of a Tokay.
And it's nice. Jamie Oliver, that's the dude.
Oh.
He's a bit of a spunk.
I know. Met him on Thursday morning,
really?
actually.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Met him at a little breakfast at Domaine Chandon.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, do you cook?
No, I work for a caterer. I used
there
to
you
cook,
go.
but I don't anymore. I kind of produce the menus or something.
Something along those lines?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool bananas.
So it's actually nice to actually meet the chefs behind the scene.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, look, have a fabulous afternoon.
Thank you.
And enjoy your wine.
Thank you.
Have one for me.
I will.
Right behind me is the television screens for the main room, and we've got Jamie Oliver in there. And how the hell can you see anything from down here?
I can't see it.
Get on the shoulders! Get on the shoulders! Oh my God! You a fan of Jamie?
Seen him before, yeah.
Oh, you've seen him before?
Yeah.
Where have you seen him before?
On the television. My son's a fan. I think he reckons he is Jamie Oliver.
Oh, really? Bit of a chef there.
Oh, I think he likes eating and he likes showing off.
Oh, he hasn't cooked anything for you, though?
I think he has. I've tried it.
This is the son here, is it?
No,
No?
he's in there watching. He's got
You're from England?
Yeah.
Oh, so you know this lad?
Yeah,
then?
he's a legend.
Oh, he's a legend.
Yeah, top
and you a
mate.
bit of a connoisseur in the kitchen as well?
No, not at all.
You want to be a legend?
I wouldn't mind, but not for that reason.
Say you want it gorgeous. Beautiful. We all want it gorgeous at the end of the day. So let's just stuff that in there, right? And a little bit of olive oil on the tray. Just rub it into the tray. Put one fillet on there. And let's push this into here. How are you guys? You all right? It's been a long day. You've been hanging around for a while. Beautiful. You eating too much food? Drunk too much wine? Are you not drunk? No? Superb.
Into Miss Broccolini. How are you going, Miss Broccolini?
I'm well, thank you.
That's good. I think I'm more excited than Miss Broccolini.
Do you know what I am?
Please.
I'm a cross between broccoli and Chinese kale, so I'm very sweet.